We bought this car just so that you don't have to. Why do I say that? This was one of the first mass production electric vehicles. This is from Nissan. It's the Nissan Leaf. This is a 2013 model. So this car is 11 years old. You've seen this car on our channel before. It's 11 years old, but we now had it for 3 years and 8 months. And in that period, we've driven it for over 50,000 kilometers in Zimbabwe. So this is a 50,000 kilometer update of how a used Nissan Leaf holds up in bright, sunny, hot Zimbabwe. Why? So we wanted to do a test. We were basically stress testing it. Ideally, this battery is nickel, cobalt, manganese chemistry. So ideally, you should only charge it up until 80%. Not really to 100% all the time. Once in a while, you take it all the way to 100% if you need to go further. So this car has a 24 kilowatt hour battery. When it's brand new, it has what they call 12 bars on the battery gauge. And depending on how you drive, you could technically get about 140 kilometers. Yeah. When we bought it almost 4 years ago, it had 35,000 kilometers and it had 10 bars. So it was kind of like getting 125 kilometers on a full charge, plus or minus, depending on how you drive. But as a scientist, and also we just want to check it out, like, okay, knew about the problem of this car. Okay, this car has a big problem because Nissan tried to save money, tried to cut costs. Batteries don't like heat. So it's ideal to always be having a thermal management system to cool the battery, especially when you're charging the car, fast charging, or in general when it's driving and the temperatures are doing their thing. It's always good to cool the battery. So usually more advanced vehicles, in fact most modern new vehicles have this, they have like a liquid like glycol or something circulating around, cooling the battery cells. Yeah, some cars just have like active cooling where they force through hot cool air to cool down the cells, but this one doesn't even have that. It's passive cooling, so it wasn't the best idea, but it was to save money at the beginning. This car has actually done quite well. It was actually the first electric car worldwide to sell over 500,000 vehicles. But the battery is not built for Africa. We knew that, but we just bought it anyway. Why? Because it was essentially one of the few vehicles you could get in Zimbabwe. One of the few electric vehicles globally at that time that came in right-hand drive. And you know, in Zimbabwe, we drive on the same side as England, the correct side. Yeah. So we didn't have many options. So, and also it's also like one of the more affordable vehicles that we could buy at the time. But we bought it anyway. But the experience has been great. It's been fantastic because we use the car mostly for our daily drive to go to work, school run, ballet, swimming, when we go for drama, when we go out to the mall and to the club and all that stuff, we use the car. So it works. But it's not the best car in the world for Africa in this condition. We bought it anyway, but the good thing is this car is now 11 years old, and in some countries you aren't even allowed to buy a car that's more than 8 years, 10 years old, which is a good thing, which means you won't be able to buy this car in most African countries if you're looking for a used vehicle. Most of the vehicles that came after this do have that active thermal management, so your battery won't degrade very fast like this one. So this Nissan Leaf is well known for accelerated battery degradation. But we went ahead and bought it because we wanted to really experience electric cars. We didn't want to just be people who are just talking about it. We wanted to walk the talk. So 50,000 kilometers in 3 years, 8 months, that's almost about 13,600 kilometers a year. So we drive a lot, so it's a good indication. But yeah, so this is in no way trying to discourage you to look into electric vehicles. So if you want to get an electric vehicle now, there's a lot of vehicles you can choose from. Before, there were probably less than 30 models in 2013 that you could really get access to globally. Now there's over 200 models of EVs you can look into. And if you check our channel, follow our channel, subscribe, follow our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we are always giving updates on very good modern electric cars that you can buy. All in all, it's been a lovely experience. The battery's been bad, but it does the job for what we want to do. We mostly use it in Harare. We've gone to Marondra. You can check a video we did a while ago, which is about a 90-kilometer trip, and then we charged there and then we came back. But all in all, it was a good experience. We learned a lot from living with an electric car. It really helped us really understand on the practical side of things, especially in Zimbabwe, where we get a lot of load shedding and power cuts. It helps us to understand and manage how to live in that ecosystem, managing the energy conservation, driving in a way that helps us really be conservative in our energy consumption, and also helping us really try and live a more sustainable path. So that was just a quick update. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos. And if you're looking for an electric vehicle, please reach out to us. We can advise you on several vehicles that are now available and which are the best ones you can buy wherever you are in Africa or in the world. Thank you. Peace and love.